Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. Yes, this reading is going to be for Saturday. And thank you all for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Holly, psychic medium, energy reader. I use cards as a jumping off point and to kind of focus my energy so that I can read. All right, so I kept asking, what is the message? What is the vibe? Because, I always like to start out readings with what is the vibe, the dominant vibe and theme for the day's energy. And the mug I was drawn to was radiate positivity. I even ask spirit, well, before I choose a mug, it's like, well, what is the dominant vibe for the day? What was it that we all need to think about today? And I actually saw this in my head. So I'm like, well, that was easy. Um, hmm. What's hot? A little too hot. Okay, so to start, I pulled cards from the Higher Self Oracle by Deanna Marie Riddick. And I'm sorry, my voice is really just, I don't know. So yeah, it's a little gravelly. Okay, but I'm fine. Frankly, I think I just ate something that had stuff in it I wasn't supposed to eat, but I didn't care and I did it anyway. So anyway, sometimes you just got to treat yourselves, right? All right, so I asked for the dominant vibe and the dominant theme for Saturday, and I got a few messages. And I pulled a few cards from this deck, the Higher Self Oracle, and they fell in line with the messages I was getting. So here we go. It is a day to, one, radiate positivity, and two, it feels like it's going to be, or it needs to be, a laid back kind of day, because if you get the feeling, it's okay, I feel like it's going to be one of those days where it's sort of like every time you've got this long list of stuff you want to accomplish, and you're like, yeah, it's Saturday, I'm going to do da 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 da, XYZ, whatever. And then you get halfway through the day and you realize, I don't think I've marked off one thing on that list yet. It's okay. Take a deep breath, sit back, relax for a minute, make a cup of coffee, make a cup of tea, whatever it is you need. Sit back and relax if at all possible. Now, if you've got kids doing 10 different things in 10 different directions, it's hard to do that. I get it. But for the most part, give yourself the luxury of cutting yourself a break. Seriously. If it doesn't happen today, it wasn't supposed to happen today. So whatever does happen, just take a breath, relax, treat yourself with some kindness. Radiate positivity doesn't mean false positivity or that, what is it called, you all? Toxic positivity. It's not that. It's allowing yourself and giving yourself the luxury of saying, if I get through what I need to today, great. But I don't want it to wear me out to the point that I lose my entire Sunday. Okay? So just remember, give yourself a break. And we need to find another way. I need to find another way of saying that, because that has a negative connotation with breaking and things. Give yourself a rest. Treat yourself kindly and give yourself the rest you need in any little ways that you can. Okay? So, the cards that I pulled that kind of reflect this, the very first one, and it went flying higher than the other two here. You are not alone. And man, that has been the message for the week. You are not alone. And when you first look at this, at first you don't really notice what that is behind you. You just assume it's like trees or branches or something and it's all red. Yeah, but then you look closer and you realize, hold on, those are beings in cloaks. So that is her spirit family, or that is those are her guardians and her guides. Those are all that she can call on to help her. And yeah, it's a little creepy, because how are you going to express that in a card in a quick way and let people know it's otherworldly and ethereal. But treat yourself as you would a child who needs a nap. I think that's the message for Saturday. Treat yourself like you would a child that needs a nap. Okay? If you are confused by a few things, don't let your insecurities run rampant. Okay? If you are confused or you're not quite sure how to interpret something, don't. Just don't. Just say, you know what? I'm going to save that for later when I have the bandwidth and the brain capacity to do it, because right now I need a nap. That kind of thing. Just give yourself a rest. Worry about it tomorrow. If it's not something that needs your immediate attention, and I mean immediate as in you have to you're on a time crunch. That's a little different. I get it. But ask for Spirit to intervene and help, and get your resources involved. Get other people to help you where you can. But I'm telling you, man, yeah. So if you get confused about stuff, don't worry about it. Dreams are also going to be important. Now, this is twofold. It is literally, and I'm talking about napping, but it's literally about look at the actual dreams you're having at night and kind of look at them. Are they trying to give you a message? And it doesn't have to be a message from a loved one or a message about your future. It could just be, what is my brain trying to work out? What is my busy brain trying to work out at night? Look at your dreams. And also, if you are kind of tired, if you're extremely fatigued because you are being pulled in too many directions, your dreams may give you the answer to what you really need to feel better. And the next card, direction. It may give you direction about a path. It may give you direction about organization. It may give you a path about, maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're taking on too many responsibilities. If you can delegate at all, please try to do so. And I'm hearing for someone, I feel like someone's got a bunch of kids. I keep coming back to that. The older kids, the ones who are moving up in their teen years, maybe they need a little more responsibility. Maybe they need some old-fashioned chores. You don't have to do everything. I feel like someone's got like 5 kids or something. I mean, it's a big number like that. So there's nothing wrong with kids learning responsibility, and that part of being in a family is having responsibilities. I'm just going to leave that there, or I'll get on a roll with it. So that's going to be part of it for some of you, not all of you. For some of you, it's going to be helping you to sort out what you need in your life to make it easier and give you direction. For some of you, it's going to be what is it? Not the dreams of the literal, like day-to-day organizational stuff, but it's going to be the dreams of what is missing in your life that you need to go look for. Okay? So pay attention to your dreams. And then also, are you living any of your dreams? Are they the kind that are attainable? I mean, if your dream when you were a child was to be an NBA superstar or a WNBA superstar, and you're 5 feet tall and 58, odds are not with you. I'm the bearer of bad news. Odds are not with you, honey. Okay, they're just not. But perhaps you could start a league in your town. Perhaps you could get your friends together for a 1 night a week game. Do things in a way that will still feed your soul. It could end up becoming a fitness group for your fellow friends, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be that you have to give up on your dreams, because that's the whole point of the direction card. Don't give up on your dreams. Just stop and say, I'm 5 feet tall and in my late 50s, and let's say you're the person with 5 kids. It's like, I don't think the WNBA is in my future. Yeah. So, but what is in your future? Maybe you're coaching one of your kids' teams, or maybe you're just so involved with it that it becomes something that you enjoy instead of just having to run kids around from one place to the next. Man, I don't know why that keeps coming up, but it is. It's big. That's big. And if you don't have kids, or your kids are grown, or your kids are too small for that, well, translate it into what you need for you. Because sometimes, I think every single one of us here, I think everybody out there in the community, I think all of you, if you don't have kids, I think you take care of all your friends and family as though they were your kids to some degree. All right, so just translate that however it works for you, because that's definitely the vibe. So the vibe for Saturday is, man, be gentle with yourself. Give yourself a rest and treat yourself like that kid who needs a nap, because you just may need it. All right, so I grabbed immediately for the angels and auras cards. Okay, and I spent a long time on that, but it was important. Okay, angels and auras. Because I'm also hearing there are people who may end up not feeling well, or feeling like they're getting sick when they're not, or having stomach upset or digestive disruptions, because it's being created by anxiety, and the anxiety of not accomplishing everything you want to accomplish or you feel like you should. Now, and let's take a look at that. You should? Well, what should you do? Yeah, we'd all like to have all the laundry done. We'd all like to have all the groceries done and put away and all the... But really, what should you do? What you should do is take care of yourself, so you're here tomorrow to take care of and be with and enjoy the company of the people you love the most. Okay? All right. I need a drink. Oh, it's a lot cooler. Yeah, it's by no means cool, but definitely drinkable now. And I did put some honey in it. Yeah, usually I drink coffee and tea without anything in it, but man, I was wanting I needed some sweetness in my life, so I put some honey in there. Okay, so angels and auras. Well, you just came sliding out there, didn't you? Time to go. Maybe you need a vacation. And a staycation is a vacation. When you declare, I'm on vacation, you want dinner, there's a kitchen. You got a little tough love going on. All right. Or maybe, I feel like somebody's getting ready to book a really big trip, because I'm seeing luggage and, please don't stretch yourself. Do what you know you can do. But I feel like someone is in the planning stage to start putting money back and to start accumulating for like a really big trip. I feel like this is like going to another country kind of trip. So that's really cool. Just, All right, another card just fell out and landed in my lap. I need my glasses. I should have gotten these out ahead of time. Isn't this a cool eyeglass case? I found that when I was on vacation. Good Lord, it's probably been, I don't know, 20 years ago. Yeah. And I didn't lose it, so I still have it. I love that case. It's my favorite one. All right. See the humor. Well, there you go. See the humor, levity, perspective, wisdom, and playfulness. And I love goofy stuff like this so much. Like the dogs playing poker, whatever. It's cute. It's cute. All right, so you were going on a trip. You were seeing the humor in it. You're playing it. Someone's playing a game with themselves about how to save money to take that trip. Honey, I feel you. I get it. All right. This one. What is this one? Communication. Accuracy, expression, intimacy, and honesty. Yeah, it's time you have a really earnest and frank talk with the people around you, your family members. I feel like someone out there needs some help. Someone needs some help to get everything accomplished. And if it's a spouse, a partner, kids that are older, and are still saying, I need this, I need that, and they're 15 or 16, well, guess what? I need you to take up some responsibility. Being a parent is to teach a kid, in my estimation, how to grow into an adult, to be an adult. And at that age, if they don't know how to be an adult, especially by the time they're like 17, 18, and then 19, no, they've got to learn somehow. Okay. And empathy, what you are teaching. Unfortunately, sometimes spouses or partners or friends never learned that lesson at home. So if they didn't, it's okay for you to say, hold on a minute. I'm going to say, no, I can't do that because, if somebody wants you to come over and help them do 15 different things on their to-do list, and you've got a to-do list of 50, but you're not getting any help, sometimes you have to just say, I can't, I'm swamped and I'm overloaded. Okay? There's got to be equal give and take. Okay. And Saturday is the weekend. Saturday is not part of the work week. Well, it is for some people, depending on your job. But it is a time of reflection and resting. And unfortunately, it also is a time to get everything accomplished that you couldn't do during the week. And so you rush and you rush and you work so hard to get caught up. And then you're exhausted come around Monday again. So, point of view. And this is what I was talking about. It's hard to teach empathy, but you can, because some people are just not born with it. But you can, gratitude, assistance, guidance, and understanding. You can phrase it in a different way. I know you really want me to do that for you right now, but I am completely overloaded, and you're old enough now, or you're my partner. Why are you just sitting on the couch? Why aren't you doing da 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 da? The roles have changed. Everybody's working. Everybody's doing stuff. So you know what? The roles have to change. That doesn't mean you have to change who you are as a person. It just means, a little proactive behavior is helpful. I feel like someone is stretched about as thin as they can get. So if someone asks you to take out the garbage, don't make them ask twice. Okay? And no, that is not a situation I am in. I'm not in any of those situations. So I'm in a very good place in my life and in a very good situation. But, oh my word, I've been there. I get it. I do. So, you know what? Okay. Now, the last card from this deck we're going to look at, I think is an interesting one to end with. Well, for this deck. It's Michael or Michael. And the color blue. He's looking at the book of wisdom and knowledge. Wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. You don't have to do this alone if you are not sure what to say and you're afraid your emotions might get the better of you, so that it comes out in just like if you don't want to vomit out the words on someone, but you want to say it in a way that is coherent and makes sense and makes your point so that it doesn't create an argument all weekend. Get your guides and your guardians and get the archangels in there. Okay. Michael, obviously, but also Gabriel, however you want to say it, is the archangel of communication. And then Haniel and Jophael, they are very much dealing with loving energies and that kind of thing. So I would call on Michael or Michael, Gabriel or Gabriel, depending on how you prefer to use the name. Haniel and Jophael, but mainly Jophael is coming through for me big time on that. Okay. All right. Ha! And it said open it up to the middle, and I did. And it's our good old favorite here. Destiny, pride, consciousness, and forgiveness. Zadkiel. So call on Zadkiel as well. Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. Okay. All right. you know what, let's just have an archangel party and say, anyone in the archangel realm, whether I know you or not, please come in and help. I could use it. And they will. Okay. Okay. I wanted to use a tarot deck from this side of the table, but instead I keep coming back over here. So yeah, okay. Light Seers, the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, and this is in a tin, which I just think is the coolest thing ever. And it's a pocket version. Okay. Alrighty. Now, so we've got everybody who is out there, and it's sort of like, whoo, I hope you can take a break, take a breather, take a rest, okay? Because I feel like for Saturday, it's time to recharge your batteries. And for some of you, or if you are in a storm-prone area, or you know there are storms coming in, they're saying literally make sure all your stuff's charged up. So I don't know who that's for, or why, or where, but all right. Because I don't put videos out on Sunday, so on Sunday, I feel like Saturday is about recharging the batteries, taking care of yourself, setting healthy boundaries in a positive way, because I feel like on Sunday there's going to be another shift in the energy where you have energy. And so there's going to be, you may start decluttering or rearranging or doing stuff like that, and almost kind of what's referred to as nesting. So I kind of feel like Sunday is going to be a very different vibe, but you've got to set the boundaries, and you've got to decide what direction do you want to go in, and what is it that you need to help you feel more settled and more productive, okay? Now, well, they're just flying out all over the place. Okay. We're going to take that. All right. Let's see what we got here. They came out this way. And that way. Oh, these are all lovely. I like it so far. Let's see what we got here. Man, I don't even know. Okay. Yeah, there. This one was here. Okay. All right. How many cards are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Feels like a full circle moment. And then starting back at the beginning. Interestingly, the last card here is the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like this is coming in to form it could be either to work together, organize a plan together. I feel like you're coming together with a group of people to form some kind of, it almost feels like a collaborative mission. And it could be that you're all going in together to buy a building together, because you're going to make it like a co-op out of it somehow. I don't know. Because I feel like there's one card that's a little separate from the rest. And I feel like it's this one, and it's the very last one. Because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's a different message. So let's just hold on to this one on the side for a minute, because here's the message for someone in the collective, and I don't know who this is for, but if you are thinking about going into business with other people, or it's not just a business, it's like a living situation too. It feels like you all are buying a building to form a cooperative of some sort, okay? And it's going to have some nonprofit status involved. I think there are 3 or 4 of you. I'm getting 4 because there's someone that the other 3 are kind of like, we're not so sure. of this person's motivation. So before you all sign any paperwork, make sure you they said I don't need this one any longer then. So before you all sign any paperwork, make sure you do the deep dive. You might want to sit on it for a minute. And if everybody has the same amount of buy-in, because I feel like the person in question is trying to not do as much work or put in as much effort or give as much as their startup part of it financially. So that's going to kind of, that may end up, I feel like they want to be the quote unquote silent partner, but yet they also don't want to give a whole lot because they just see the potential of reward, but they don't really want to do any work. And they're hoping other people will pick up the slack. But don't think they won't come in and say, well, I have a fourth of this, so you do have to listen to what I have to say. So yeah, you all be very careful and be very sure. I think this is a new person coming into your group. I think this is a newer person in your friendship group. I feel like this is a group of friends. And there's one relative in the group. There are two people in the group that are related, a third that's a friend, and this fourth is a friend-ish. Kind of not really, but inserted. Okay, themselves. Okay, so that was that. All right, so that message is over. Now for the rest of you, we've got 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and then, 10 of Cups, and then Knight of Pentacles. That's all great stuff, right? And then we've got the Hermit, and then we've got the 4 of Cups, and then we've got the 2 of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Swords. But then we have the Empress, and we have the 3 of Cups. All right. And I'm seeing 3 of Cups as in the best possible union and coming together of spiritually and like-minded people. Okay, so interestingly, I'm going to put the Empress and the 3 of Cups off to the side because what we have, as soon as I started looking at these, we've got 4 and 4. We've got 4 super positive cards and 4, someone's in their head. Someone's like disappearing and withdrawing in and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. So I think we've got a situation where we've got either 2 groups of people, and it could still be maybe that co-op thing, but I feel like we've got one group and then a second, or one person and another person, or one group and a different group. And the first one, the 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, that person's sort of like, well, I think this is a great plan. This is fantastic, but they're not sharing the plan. So they just have this really happy frame of mind about things. And then you've got person or group 2, and they don't know about the other plan. So they're just sort of like the hermit. I got to go in. I got to protect. I got to think my way through this because, that's what I always do. And the 4 of Cups, can I really trust any of these cups in front of me? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Some of them are empty. One's kind of got some stuff in it, but am I going to go thirsty or whatever? Oh my gosh, 2 of Pentacles. I got to juggle. I don't know what to do. Is there going to be enough? And then the other one is the Page of Swords. So they're trying to look in a book and figure it out. Communication was, I think, one of the messages on one of the other cards that came up a little bit earlier. And what I'm hearing, and that's Archangel Gabriel, or Gabrielle. Again, depends on what resonates with you. Doesn't really matter. This is about communication or lack thereof. So I do feel like it's important at this time. So on Saturday, with all the stuff going on, treat yourself like the kid who needs the nap, and then just don't assume anything, because I feel like if you're on the Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles side of this equation, you're just sort of like, I just can't even think about it anymore. I'm too tired to even think about anything. You don't have to. Just take care of yourself, rest, rejuvenate, recharge your batteries, because the other side of this is actually in a wonderful place, and is, I think you're going to get that message soon enough, because when they do finally open the floodgates and the communication happens, all of these fears are going to disappear. The Empress is like the combined energy here: fruitfulness, abundance. It's imagine the best of Mother Nature. You know, it's just, imagine the perfect day, and that's what the outcome is here. And then the Three of Cups, you can lay down the burdens, you can put them down, you look at the stars. I feel like it's going to happen at nighttime, whatever comes along. Whatever happens, whatever message you receive, I feel like it's going to be when the sun has set, and you are going to finally feel safe, secure, and you're not going to have the questions any longer. So it kind of goes along with the Friday reading, you know, that it's like, just cool your jets. Don't worry about it. Relax. Take care of yourself. Everything will come around the way it's supposed to, but you've got to let someone have the time and space to figure out how they want to formulate where they are and what their expectations are. So, you know, give them that time, and then you use that time for you to rest and recharge. Because this is who you really are. You're the Empress. You are the best possible day. And Three of Cups, there's going to be a celebration. So there's going to be a celebration of like-mindedness, no second guessing, and it feels like coming home. And I'm not sure what to make of that, but the feeling and what I'm hearing is just, it will feel like you have finally come home, and you can exhale. All right, everybody, I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to finish my tea. And so be careful, rest. Yeah. The be careful part, because I'm like, why did I say be careful? Because you're extra tired, this is not the time. Don't run with scissors. You know, that kind of thing. If you're clumsy at all, really don't run with scissors. So anyway, be well, take care, and we will talk again Monday. All right. It's going to be good. You've got good stuff coming. Okay, see you later. Bye.